evening. A heated debate over property taxes raging now for more than a year. Yesterday, a Chancery Court judge struck down an upcoming referendum vote. So what's next?
This is the second challenge now to fail in court. And as News Channel 5's Kyle Horan shows us, opponents and people with the city say, in the interest of the city's finances, something had to change.
The Nashville Taxpayer Protection Act failed in court. It's the second of two challenges to a property tax hike that many found controversial, but that city leaders say is necessary. The group For Good Government brought the challenge. It's headed up by attorney Jim Roberts.
I've read their arguments. They're nitpicking. They're clearly, they don't want the people to have a chance to vote on this.
Davidson County Chancery Court judge rules that putting the tax rate hike to a vote was unconstitutional, and city leaders, including an at-large councilman, Bob Mendez, says he agrees with the decision.
Hopefully the people of Nashville would vote against breaking state law, which, again, part of the silliness of what we've been doing is Mr. Roberts keeps coming up with language that flatly violates state law and asking people whether they like it or not. And that puts it in sort of an awkward position.
The issue here is city budget. The city council voted to increase property taxes and said they needed to do so to balance the budget. Some believe if that income source is removed, teachers might not receive their promised raise. But there are a number of other measures that were also shot down in the petition.
First, it'll roll back to the 2019 funding. It'll erase the new revenue source that we've got. The second thing is, and this is probably the second most concern to me, is that what it does in terms of creating a recall for councilmanic districts. 10% of people who voted in the last councilmanic district can essentially overturn the election by signing a petition. And the person who got elected can't even be on the ballot again. This introduces a lot of chaos.
While it's been shut down twice, Roberts still believes an appeals court will have a different opinion. Kyle Horan, News Channel 5.
The Election Commission is scheduled to meet Friday, and For Good Government expects them to appeal the judge's decision. If the group wins the appeal, the referendum vote would likely be rescheduled for a later date. It's been 1 year since Metro Council passed the mayor's historic property tax hike that sparked this heated opposition. Since then, we've tracked two referendum vote efforts and seen both struck down in court. And we should note, Tennessee currently has the second lowest overall tax burden, we're told, in the country, behind only Alaska.